Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stock analysis on Coinbase. So if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, remember this isn't financial advice. This is purely for entertainment and educational purposes. Now, what is Coinbase? If you don't know Coinbase, they are a broker for cryptocurrency, or a bank, so to speak, a crypto bank. And I like the company quite a lot because they are by far the leading crypto bank in the world, and I just think overall the platform is amazing. So they really are retaining their top spot on the market, and just the way that they operate business is just wonderful. Here recently they did have a hacker or someone tried to get sensitive information from Coinbase, but they just said no, and they actually said if anyone can find out who is trying to blackmail us, we will pay them the ransom, which the hacker or whatever you want to call them tried to get from Coinbase. So they are a very, very great company, especially towards their customers, very high customer loyalty. And just if we take a look at the graph, as you can see here, let's go back. As you can see, it has its ups and downs. As you can see back here in 22, it's trading all the way down at 34 bucks, which was crazy. And as you can see, currently it is up in 260, 63. It is almost neutral for the day, as you can see, trading here right around plus minus 0%. So currently we are having a bit of an uptrend. We did see a bit of a downtick here in the middle of February, and then a bit down all the way back down to 150, and then we had this huge, huge surge recently. Now, it was quite interesting, even though we did see a positive earnings, a very, very positive earnings. As you can see, beat it by 100%. We did see this huge spike or huge fall off. I haven't been able to find out why, but it's quite interesting. Now, as you can see, and then today, well, not today, on the 8th of May, so what's that, 3 weeks ago, we did see it. They missed their estimates by 87%, but they shot right up. So it's quite interesting to see how, for some reason, earnings here doesn't really seem to matter that much. As you can see, it's quite a large company with a market cap of $67 billion. Let's go away ad. As you can see here, sometimes they miss their earnings actually more often than not, and sometimes they beat them by a ton. I really don't like when it's like this because, well, of course it's great when they beat them, but this often means that maybe they are not as in touch with their revenue or estimated revenue as I personally think a company should be. But of course, a lot of their earnings is when people trade. So say you want to buy Bitcoin, you want to buy Ethereum, Solana, whatever, that's when they make their money. So of course they can't predict how many people are going to trade, but of course they can take an estimated guess, and it appears they are doing that quite poorly. Now currently, as you can also see here in the RSI, we are trading in the upper RSI, and we have done that for quite a while. We did have a bit of a rough breakdown right here, as you can see, dipping a bit below. But besides that point and this breakout up here, we are seeing a quite nice upper RSI, which is indicating to upward momentum. That, along with this golden cross, is quite nice to see. Now, if you don't know what RSI is, that's the relative strength index, which means that anything up here below 70 and above 50 is in the upper channel, which means that the upwards momentum is greater than the downwards momentum, and it is trading upwards. You can see that when the company is up here, it's trading upwards, and when it's down here, it is trading downwards. And then when we have up here, as you can see, we have this huge spike here where it's a bit green. That's when it's overbought, when there are too many buyers compared to sellers, which means that more often than not, it is going to fall a bit down. Now, as you can see, interestingly enough, we did see the spike here, but then we are actually trading higher currently, and that is because it is the relative strength index, so of course it is relative to whatever came before that. Now, if we are below 50 and above 30, we are in the lower channel, as I said, and there it's going downwards, but if it's right down here, below 30, it's oversold, and chances are it's quite cheap compared to the previous price, and it is going up. But then again, sometimes we see false markers down here, as you can see down here in the oversold right here. It was continuing downwards, so of course be a bit careful. Now they don't pay out any dividends at all, and I don't think they're gonna do that. It's quite rare for a company like Coinbase or a tech company, like even though they are a bank, crypto bank so to speak, I would definitely define them as a tech company. Now their earnings is all over the place, as you can see. Some years they make $1 billion, some years they make 7, some years they lose, and the years they lose is mainly because they buy up in their own, well, not their own, but they buy up in other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course, a broker like them is going to have a large amount of that, just like a normal bank has of other stocks and securities. And now we can see that, however, 23 to 24 was a great year. As you can see, they raked in a ton of money in 2024, and I think that's also why we have seen this huge rise. As you can see, just as I showed you earlier, there's all this huge rise all the way back up, so it's actually quite interesting. Just look at the start of 23, 34, and currently. So it's at one point it was almost 10x, so it was a great stock for some people. I don't own any Coinbase, I have to say, because Once I realized how great the stock was, I think it was a bit too expensive, and now I really just haven't got into the stock. Maybe I would consider it now, given we are having this buy signal right here with the positive RSI and the golden cross. Now the seasonals on this stock, they are not that many because it was firstly publicly traded in 21. For the first 2 years was quite horrid, as you can see, minus 23% and then minus 85%. Then these last 2 years, look at that, plus 417% and plus 58%. And then this year we are up by 2.8%. So this company is a low faller and a high jumper. It is insane. So don't expect anything out of the unless out of the ordinary for this a stock like this. So you need ice in your stomach if you want to own a stock like this, because the volatility in this stock is quite high, and I would definitely put this on a 7 out of 7 on the risk scale. It is a very high risk. Now the technicals on this stock for the day is a buy, and for the month it is a strong buy, which should not surprise you at all. Given that, as I explained, we have this golden cross, so the 50-day momentum is greater than the 200-day momentum, and we have positive RSI, and we are coming back up from a bottom formation down here. As you can see, we did previously, we have traded in the same area like this, so it is basically every single belt and whistle in the technicals is saying buy this stock right now. It is going higher. So the buy signal is there for the technicals, especially for the month, so it is a buy. Analyst trading on this, as you can see right here, we have quite a lot. We have 32, and they are all over the place. As you can see, the average is only up by 0.3%, which is quite interesting. Now we do have 13 strong buy, 16 hold, 1 sell, and 1 strong sell. So of course we have some that think it should be in 400. The average is 265.23, and the strong sell is definitely this one down here in 170. To be honest, I don't have a personal target for Coinbase because I really can't imagine what this will end up in a stock like this that is really is that volatile and just has been flying so high and falling so low in the 4 previous years it has been publicly traded. So I really do not know what to think. My best guess is whatever the average is, so we're sitting currently, of course, but I really can't say on this stock. Now the estimated earnings, as you can see here, they are getting better and better and increasing year over year, so that's of course great. Maybe we'll see dividends. As I said, I don't expect it, but when they're gonna earn this much money, maybe we can expect dividends. As you can see, they don't pay out any now. Maybe we will in the future, and maybe if they are gonna continuing to make this great money, maybe I will buy up some, but I'm gonna see a bit. I need to see a bit less volatility, or unless they make a huge fall, then I will definitely buy up some, because it is clearly a quite great opportunity when it falls this low to buy up some. Now, if you like this video on Coinbase, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, remember, if you want me to make videos on any other companies, please leave them in the comment section below.